talk about the 5 secret weapons of receiving referrals without asking.
You are not just another hustling salesperson. You are the expert, the resource, the valuable partner for your clients. And how you grow your business should reflect how your clients see you. Welcome to the Roadmap to Grow Your Business podcast. We generate referrals without asking, build positive client experiences, and help you take control of your business. Here's your charmingly sarcastic host, Stacey Brown Randall.
Hey there, and welcome to episode 174 of the Roadmap to Grow Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Stacey Brown Randall. Okay, we are going to dive in over the next 5 episodes into one secret weapon of generating referrals without asking. Now, here's the thing. 5 secret weapons. Are they really secrets? No. Some of them I have been shouting from the rooftop for years. But they are the pieces that make referrals without asking happen. And when referrals without asking don't happen, it's typically because one of these 5 have been violated. So let's unpack secret weapon number 1. Can I get a drum roll, please? Be a good human. I know, you're thinking to yourself, duh, that's kind of what my mama raised me to be. Yes, but it's really important that when we are focusing on referrals, that we don't feel as if they're about us from a level of some kind of entitlement. There's a lot of people out there today that will teach you, hey, if you want to get referrals, there's something you need to do to make the person give you a referral. And typically that action is usually asking for those referrals or offering to compensate for those referrals or networking. So you see them like every week and you're in their face talking about referrals, or maybe even being that promotional and gimmicky and cheesy, putting in the email signature line, the greatest compliment you can give me is a referral. Those tactics are about you. And I've talked about them a lot. And it's the things that I stand against when it comes to being able to generate referrals. But when I talk about being a good human, I mean, actually in this case, we have to recognize what's happening when a referral happens and then respond and behave and act accordingly. So what do I mean when I say be a good human? Well, first and foremost, please recognize that somebody is putting their reputation on the line for you when they refer you. Now, you guys know I've talked about this a lot. I don't believe that referrals happen because someone wakes up and says, hey, I want to help Stacey grow her business today. Let me refer her a couple of people. But if they're in conversation with someone and that person wants to grow their business by referrals and they say, oh my gosh, I know who can help you. You've got to talk to Stacey. It's because they're helping the person who has a problem, the prospect for me, and I just happen to be the solution provider. So referrals aren't about me, but that means that person is putting their reputation on the line when they refer me. And here's the other thing. The people who refer you, who I call referral sources, they don't owe you referrals. Actually, no one owes you referrals, even clients who love you and sing from the rooftop how amazing you are. They don't owe you referrals either. Yes, we would love to get referrals from them, of course, but they don't owe them to you. And they shouldn't be a part of the contract of working with you. And when you go into asking for referrals and you position it as, hey, because you've loved so much working with me, I would love for you to connect me with a handful of other people who are just like you, who should be doing business with me, right? That's asking. And it's also telling them that for some reason they owe you. And nobody owes you a referral. Nobody owes you putting their reputation on the line. So when I say be a good human, what I mean is your focus is on helping them. When you help your referral source, the people who have the opportunity to refer you, that's when referrals follow, which means we're playing the long game here. Now, as I unpack all 5 of these secret weapons, you need to recognize that they all are interconnected. One does not stand alone and generate a river of referrals or a referral explosion. You need all 5 of them. So where I say your focus is on helping your referral sources and then referrals follow, it is a piece of the puzzle. It is not the puzzle. So yes, you need to be a good human. You need to focus on helping your referral sources so that you can stay top of mind. But there are 4 other secret weapons that we're going to go through that are connected to how we make the referrals follow. But it starts at the heart and soul of you being a good person, a good human, somebody who can actually put other people first, knowing that referrals will follow, and you're okay with playing the long game. There's a couple of times where I'll have conversations with folks who are thinking about joining the Growth by Referrals program, and it's very clear their business is in a place where they need something to happen fast, which means they second guess just about everything that's going to be taught to them inside the GBR program. And it's always asking them to step out of themselves, right? And step into the shoes of their referral source and build the right type of relationship by starting by being a good human to them and putting their needs first, with some other things I'm going to talk about that actually help make referrals happen from that perspective. But if you're looking for something to quickly happen, or if you feel like you're constantly being a good human to all the people in the world, there's probably something missing then if you're not getting referrals. And more than likely, I'm going to uncover it for you as we go through the series on the 5 secret weapons. But you can't be antsy. And this is something a lot of you possibly need to hear, right? You can't be antsy when you're trying to get referrals. You can't be so focused so hard on the results, getting those referrals at first, that it clouds your focus on taking care of your referral sources. And so when I'm talking with folks and they're like, you can kind of just tell, they're like, how is this different from me calling somebody every 30 days? So different, but that's a conversation for another day. But we're not talking about the keep in touch, right? When we talk about being a good human, we're talking about this looking and feeling different. And so when people come in and they're antsy, I know in that moment they're so focused on the results they're trying to get that it clouds their judgment and their thinking about how this is actually different. And it is different. And there's hundreds of clients with case studies and success stories and testimonials to share about how it does work. But if you're antsy and you're not focused on the long game here, and you can't just set aside the results while you're focusing on helping your referral sources, it really does cloud your focus on how you take care of them and how you are being a really good human. And that's important for us to note. So when you think about these secret weapons, I don't need a 20 or 30 minute episode for each of these 5 secret weapons. The truth is, whereas if you've been following me for any length of time, these will be common sense. And if you're a brand new listener and you're hearing me talk about this for the first time, you're still going to get that a lot of this is common sense. There may be a couple you're a little unclear on, and that's a part of what I teach. But ultimately, what you need to understand is that the ability to generate referrals, to get to that referral explosion, if you want them, by not having to ask or compensate or network and know a ton of people or be overly promotional and gimmicky, it means you're going to have a different mindset and take different tactics to get there. And in this case, you're going to have to play the long game. And the very first thing you have to pay attention to is being a good human. Again, I don't need 20 minutes to talk to you about how to be a good human. This is what Bob Burg has always said, right? Givers receive. Focus on giving. Focus on giving and it will come back to you. Not always in the way that we expect, not always from the people we expect, but that is what it looks like to be a part of a community and helping out other people. And in particular, this community I'm talking about is your community of referral sources. So again, we're going to break down the other 4 secret weapons in the upcoming next couple of episodes. But it really starts with you recognizing that we are playing a long game here of being a good human that is focused on our referral source and being a good human to them. Not so much worrying about our results and what it looks like for us, and not being antsy and not being so focused on the results that we should be getting right at the first, right? That it clouds our focus and our opinions and then our actions on how we take care of our referral sources. You got to be a good human. It is truly the most important thing we can do. You can't be a taker here. You got to be a giver. And you got to recognize that as you give, and then we roll in these other 4 things I'm going to teach you, then you're going to have a very powerful strategy for receiving referrals without asking. But it's going to look different. And you got to be up to the challenge. It also means if you're super, super busy, you may have to slow down to allow this to actually work in your business. But when your business is really being built by referrals, and that is how your clients are coming to you, it's a game changer in terms of the type of people you get to work with and how you grow your business. So there you have it. That is our first secret weapon. Probably not too much of a mind explosion here, but one that some of you probably need to truly get okay with before you can really unleash any types of referrals without asking. And you can, of course, follow along with this 5-part series on the 5 secret weapons of referrals without asking on any of the show notes pages for this episode. This one for secret weapon number 1 on the show notes page at stacybrownrandall.com/174, because this is episode 174. And as always, you guys can drop into as well the Referrals Without Asking Facebook group and let me know your thoughts on being a good human. Next week is episode 175, and we're going to continue with unpacking our 5 secret weapons of referrals without asking. Until then, take control and grow your business. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening to the Roadmap to Grow Your Business podcast. To access all resources and links mentioned in today's show and to connect with Stacy, head over to www.stacybrownrandall.com.